Hello there and welcome to the new Power BI tutorial video, and today I am taking up this week 5 of Power BI exercise, which is from Workout Wednesday. And if you remember, if you are following my video, these are some of the previous exercises that we have taken it from the Workout Wednesday. So what extra I'm doing is I'm just giving a little bit more than what is being given over here based on my understanding as to what else can be done, and something you can learn along the way when you are building up this exercise or working on this exercise. So today we will be looking at the global UFO sightings in the last 5 years data set. The data set is present here, right? They have actually given you the Power BI desktop file, and the Power BI desktop file is present here. If I show you, this is what you get when you download this. You have city, date, duration, location, measures already created for you. So we'll go through this. I'll explain you if you are finding it difficult while looking at this workbook. And all in all, we are going to create, and the whole idea is basically this final option, like using the drill down feature to find the number of fireball shaped UFO sightings in June 2020 Las Vegas, right? So we should be able to basically drill down a lot into the data, and we should be able to do this without much of an issue. So quick information before we move to this exercise, that if you have landed very first time on my channel, then you will find this Google Sheet where I am keeping all of the exercises that I am doing here on this Workout Wednesday, along with the video link as well as the exercise link. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'm basically picking up the exercise number 5. Along with that, if you have not seen my feature explainer videos, like how you can build the slicer panel, I have published some dashboards, right? All of these 195 plus videos, you can easily access it by simply searching it whatever you need, and the video link is present here. And as you can see, currently there are some users who are already viewing it. So I just make sure that you are able to access a complete Power BI content on my channel without much of an issue, and get the most out of it. Okay, with that information, let's go here in the Power BI. So this week the focus is on the drill down, and here we encourage, they are saying we encourage everyone to participate as well. So, but what are the requirements? We are using a new data set. As I mentioned, it is a UFO sightings. That means wherever the UFO, the unidentified flying object, has been identified and reported, right? So here you can say, when we'll create this KPI, 31,000 sightings, 22% sightings in American Southwest, 1% suspected hoax. That means something that means probably it is not the unidentified flying objects, but something misrepresented this. Okay, so we will going to look at this, how we can create this. And if you are following my videos right from the start, it's probably you will find it very easy to create this dashboard, because we are just looking at a couple of KPIs, very simple bar chart, and a very simple straight away metrics or the pivot table sort of thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into where this data is. So if I show you, when you download this Power BI workbook, I showed you the link at the start, you will see that this is what the data is like. This is the time, this is what it was when it was posted, this is the location. What you have is the shape, and the shape groups looks like it is the formatted one, right? And then what is the duration? Another interesting field, whether for a couple of seconds, minutes, what has really happened. So you can see that. And here is a summary, like what is a summary, or what is a short note about this. So yeah, so that is something what's been given as the UFO sightings, and over here we can build this. So very first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that the background is black, right? Because what you have is the black background. So over here in the visualization format your page, you have this canvas background, right? And you have this wallpaper. So over here the wallpaper is something what we need to make it black. So our entire wallpaper is black, because if you view, if I just keep it like white for example and just try to change the canvas background, I don't get that. So that's why what I'll do is I will going to change the wallpaper. That's why I wanted to just show you. Okay, and you have some canvas settings. 69 is the ratio, so it is fine. What is the alignment and everything? It's okay. So that's the first thing, right? And then we can then look at the KPIs and all. So the KPI is sightings, the total number of sightings. So you have this total sighting, percentage American Southwest, percentage hoax. These measures already exist in the model. So let's look at that. You have this total sightings, and you have percentage suspected hoax and percentage in American Southwest. So what is the formula for total sightings? It's basically count A of report posted. So based on the posted, when it was actually posted, you are taking the count of that. And then how you are finding whether it is a suspected hoax is basically by using the calculate function, where you are picking up this total sightings formula, and then you are using this function contains string, and there for the field summary you are looking at something OAX to find the suspected hoax or hoax, whatever. I mean, that's what it is. And American Southwest sightings is based on the total sightings in these states, which is the Southwest states. And then based on that, you can calculate the percentage suspected hoaxes based on the divide. This is your numerator and this is your denominator. And then as an optional argument, the 0 has been passed if there is an error. And then you have the percentage in American Southwest is like American Southwest sightings in numerator, this particular field, divided by the total sightings, which is this, will give you the Southwest percentage. So very simple and straightforward. Everything is in place. Only thing is we need to create a couple of KPIs. So I will just create the very first KPI and then duplicate it like as per my standard practice, because I don't want to basically do the formatting multiple times, because that takes a whole lot of time. You just format one and it will be done for everyone. So if I select this 31K, if you go here, this is what you get. 31K is the total sightings. So you have the total sightings over here, so you can change this. You have display units, so it's all good. Category label, category label is by default, you can see that it is what is saying is sightings, but here what you are getting is the total sightings, right? So something we can change. If I just go over here, and title will not going to make sense, so what I'll do is, just to quickly fix it, I will probably remove the total from here, and that will give me the sightings, right? So this is what it is. And you can see that the background is light dark gray, so that it can feel like you can have a sort of superimposed image. So I again go here, effects, and I enable the background, right? But I choose slightly dark background. maybe this. No, this one. Yeah, this one looks good, right? So now the formatting is done. I can Control C and Control V, Control C and Control V, right? Now what we can do is we can change this from sightings to this. So now you can see it's quite easy. You just change the field and you get the output, right? Similarly for this, we'll choose percentage suspect X. 1% is something what you are getting. So this is quite straightforward. Everything is given to you. However, I have shown you each of these calculation is also quite easy, right? So we have this. Now the only thing is I will just reduce this a little bit because what I can observe is it is taking a lot of space. Yeah, and that is one thing which I don't like. Once it is changed, as you can see, it may basically you may have a difference between the sizes. So even what I can do is I don't like this. I mean, if the alignment is not correct, I know we have this, we can go up there and format it properly, but somehow I find this quite easy because you can simply copy and paste, just have the same thing. You don't have to experiment it, and within few seconds I can get this similar output. Okay, that's about it, and yep, we are done. So now our table is good. So we are good here. We need to add the title, Global UFO Sightings. So this is something we can take it from here. And Global UFO Sightings in last 5 years. Where are you? Okay, it is because the black is what is mean. I'll just choose this. So it is Global UFO Sightings in last 5 years. Okay, let's increase this. Let's select this and make it what, 40? Make it bold. I don't like this font. I like Arial. So I'll just keep this. An image is something, what you are seeing is a UFO image. So choose whatever image you like. Okay. Global UFO sightings. Maybe what I can do is I can make it centrally aligned like this. And I think I can move this up as well. Yeah. No, scroll bar is coming in the end. Yeah, all good. So image is something you can bring in by simply downloading the image, whatever you have from Google, and image option, and just add the image, whatever you like. I think you can even find the similar type of image for UFO sighting. But global UFO sightings last 5 years, something what we have. Now we have this KPIs. We can pull this sighting over time. So create a column chart containing total sight over time using the posted field for shared access. Okay, so for that I will going to take the clustered column chart. Should be good enough size. This should be the total sightings. So over here in measures, we will bring in the sightings on values, and then we will going to take the posted over here. So by default, you can see a hierarchy is present. So this is what Power BI does internally. If it says the date in a proper format, it creates a hierarchy automatically. And that's basically the feature they want us to go into, like drill down and up, for which you can see that options are given here. Click to turn on drill down, and this is so we need to select this, and then it's basically the different options which which you can see over here. Expand all down one level in hierarchy. You have this if it ever comes, right? So these are the options for the drill down that is being given. However, the column is like this, the chart is like this. So the way we can do this is by a little bit of formatting, by going in here. We have this, we have columns. In the columns, let's change this to blue. This is good, right? Or you want a little bit toned down like this one. Yep. Okay, we don't need this grid lines. So grid lines horizontal, let's switch it off. These are the labels. So this is x-axis label, so we need to go into the x-axis, and we have these values, and let's just increase by 1. Let's just increase this. Okay, so now it is coming properly, right? Like it is. Sightings over time. Use drill down arrow to drill into details. So this is something we can come over here in title. We can say sightings over time. Use Y. Drill down to go into details. Yeah. Okay, right? And then we are creating this table. So all in all, first thing first is we have this drill down feature. So you can see go to the next level in hierarchy. So you'll click here. So this will basically show you the quarters. Now the problem with this is the quarter for all the years. So if I go up, you have the different years. Ideally, you should be able to see the quarter that is related to the 2016, 17, 18 and 19. But what they are doing is it's clubbing it up. So over here, this expanded sign, expand all down one level in hierarchy. So now you can see for each quarter related to each year, you are getting each quarter. So if you click here, you just move down one level. But this is the true expand of hierarchy to one level down. So if I click it again, you get it by month, right? If I click it again, I think getting it by each day. And this is how the each day really looks like. So clearly some huge things which is going on over here. So if you go up, so this is something they wanted us to experiment as to how you can drill up, drill down. So this is the hierarchy which is being given over here, right? Based on these hierarchy fields. But what if I just take, okay, let me take the posted date. What you need to do is you need to remove these, let's say, and you don't get anything. How would you bring the date field, only the date value, but not this hierarchy in this case? Just think about it and experiment it. But if by pausing the video, once you are done, come back. But the solution for this is I bring the posted field, I click over here. So it gives me the option that I want to view just the date, or I want to view the date hierarchy. So I'll click on the posted date. So my hierarchy is given, but clearly I have some sightings over here. So I have one field over here, but to enable the drill down, right now the drill down is not enabled because hierarchy is not present. So I can basically bring in any field which I want over here. Let's say city, for example, or state, or anything, any field that is available. And now the drill down is again coming, right? So I'll enable this and I go down. So now you see the details for each of these cities, right? So again, I am using this feature which is basically clubbing all the year, but I want to see year wise. Then this is how the year wise detail for each of the city is basically coming. So something I wanted to show you, that if hierarchy is not present, you can still bring in fields and use the hierarchy or use the drill down that is available. Okay, so let me just keep it here. All right, so that's one. So I will just close this and I will bring the date hierarchy, and that will basically show it. So that's an additional piece I wanted to show, how you can move in back and forth between a particular date to a hierarchy of dates. All right, now what do they want? They want us to create this table. So create a matrix visual containing total sightings by location, shape, and duration. Okay, not an issue. We choose matrix. All right, let's expand this. They want it at the till this level, so total sightings, right? So in values we will going to bring in the total sightings. They want it by location, so let's bring the location. So this is how your location is coming. So location, shape, and duration. Location, then what do we have is shape, right? And you have the duration field, which is here. So now we have this three: location, shape, and duration. But the only thing is, if you click here, you don't get anything. So you have to actually use this to go to the next level of hierarchy. So first thing first is you enable this and you expand, and then you get the shape. For example, in New York, light other, and if you go down for each of the city, you basically get the relevant information. You further click, you see it by duration as well. So you can go up and down, right? But that's not how it is most useful. So we should be able to get our Excel like pivot table sort of a structure. So for that you need to go into the row headers, and here is the plus or minus icons, right? So this plus and minus icon is basically going to give you the style which you get it in a Excel. Unknown, able, 3-minute, right? So that's one thing I wanted to show you, since I think that's how the look and feel is. Also for look and feel, you can experiment like a style presets. You have none, right? So it will remove everything. You have minimal. Minimal is like this. And you have multiple others like contrasting, alternating row, whatever you feel like. So we can probably go with the minimal. I think that's what it is. But you have the each of these options like column headers, row headers, total, subtotals, grand totals, and all, which probably you can basically look at how you want to do this. Since this is mostly related to row headers, this is what it is, and this is what you have as values that you need to basically take care of that in terms of formatting rows and formatting cell values on the right hand side. So let's basically move ahead with the row headers. Change the background to, let's say, this dark gray, right? I don't know if it is matching completely, no, but I can move a little bit more dark over here. Yeah, so that way you have a similar output, right? So that's something what you will find it for row headers. And I think for this is also slightly gray, and I believe the option is present here. You have the background color, cell element, is that what it is? Column values, I think values is where background, and ooh, this is changing completely. I think this is not what it is. So I hit the undo, but actually this is the one. Alternate background is also this. You get the output. Great. So the reason is you need to change both background and alternate background, get the similar output. Great. So this is what it is. I think at the top, location and sighting is something we still need to. So this is nothing but your column headers. Background, I think, is dark, right? It needs the font size needs to be increased. Location sightings maybe a little bit less, and text need to be white. Location, total sightings, and you can sort up and down whatever we want. So this is how it is. That's what it is coming. So pretty much we are done with this. You can see in maybe around 15 to 20 minutes we have this. But along with this, I want to give you some exercises which will help you further look into these details as to what it is about this data. So very first thing is, what we are showing is the total sightings, right? What you need to find is the average number of sightings that is seen each year. So what we are showing is the 5 years worth of information. What is the average number of sightings that we are seeing each year? So create a one more KPI based on this and find that number. The next thing what I want you to do is you need to show the maximum time of UFO that has been shown, like in the data set you have seen like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever that particular duration is, right? So what is that maximum value, or what is that maximum number that you have? You may need to think about it, that you want to show it in minutes, seconds, hours by looking into the data. So these are the two additional KPIs I want you to do an exercise on as part of this, which will help you which will help you to apply your DAX skills by creating these columns, right? So use these two exercises, what I've told, like about average sightings and the duration, what is the maximum duration of a sightings that is being found. And if you are really interested, I can give you one more, which is like the minimum duration that can give an idea about it. So that's pretty much it, and I'll meet you in the next video with a new topic.